I'm about to give you 4 social media trends for 2024, and we are already in April, so you have to start right now. Hey, I'm Chloe. I'm the founder of Trust the Content, a social media agency based in Dubai, and we are doing everything from strategy, content creation, and coaching. Okay, trend number 1, perfection is over. So you don't have to be perfect to show up, and you don't have to be perfect to get started, and that should relieve a lot of pressure on our shoulder, because truthfully, human being connect with human being, and we connect through the cracks, we connect through the flaws. When you are showing up too perfect on social media, nobody can relate to you, nobody can identify with you, and so you're gonna lose a lot of engagement and a lot of attention, and you might as well just show up as yourself. It also will be much easier to be consistent if you show up authentically as yourself. If you're trying to put on a persona, you're gonna burn out, because it's really hard to be not you for a long period of time. And the perfect example of this trend is TikTok. TikTok is really the platform when you show up as you are. The content is really raw. You don't see many high production content strategy on TikTok. People show up as they are, wherever they are. You don't need any fancy equipment. You don't need to wear fancy clothes. TikTok love just raw, authentic content, and you see the engagement on TikTok is crazy, more than any other platform, and that is because there is no pressure of being perfect. So people feel much more comfortable to post and much more comfortable to show up without having to feel like they have to put on a show or to be a certain way. And that's really interesting, because we always think like to stand out we have to copy the style of the top creators, or the style of our favorite celebrities or whatever, to do the same content as they do, so it will perform as much as their content perform. But what happens is we then all become copycats. Social media become this big echo chamber where everybody does the same content, and when this happens, then you do not stand out. You're just the same as everybody else. So to stand out, for me, what makes sense is just being you, because there's only one of you. So automatically, if you are being yourself, you are going to stand out, because you will be different from everybody else. So be you is always the best route for me. Trend number 2, hashtags are now officially replaced with keywords. So what does it mean? Before, we used to always put in our posts hashtag makeup artist, hashtag Dubai, hashtag whatsoever, for our content to be shown at the right place in front of the right people. But this is actually over. I still do it because you never know, but truthfully, keywords are the most important thing. So what does it mean to use keywords? It means that if you are doing a video about cooking spaghetti bolognese, for example, you want to say in your video very clearly that you are making a recipe for spaghetti bolognese, and then you want to put in your video another text that say cooking spaghetti bolognese, and then in your caption you want to write down I'm cooking spaghetti bolognese. The keywords here is obviously spaghetti bolognese. This is what your video is all about, and you want people that want to know how to make spaghetti bolognese to come on your page. So this is your keywords. Your keywords are what is your video about? What do you want people to search to find your video? Those are your keywords. So cooking spaghetti bolognese in 5 minutes. That's your main keyword. So you want to repeat those as much as possible, because now the technology is so advanced that not only the platform is able to, recognize those keywords in your caption, but also recognize them when you speak in your video, the voice, it reads the voice, and also reading the text on your content. And also when you put text on your videos, people are spending more time on your video because they have to read through the text, right? And that is also a nice hack to get people to watch your video longer. And if they watch your video longer, then it's signal to the algorithm that people are enjoying the video. So the algorithm will reward you and push your video to a wider audience, because people are staying on your video for a long period of time. So definitely keyword is a big one. And you can actually see that now most younger people people are now no more going on Google to Google whatever they want. They're going straight onto TikTok and they're putting in the search bar whatever they want to research. Social media company in Dubai, they will go and research that into the search box on TikTok, and TikTok will serve them with the right video, the more appropriate video. So TikTok is also now working like a search engine. That's why putting your keywords in your video is so important. So whenever somebody search for you on TikTok, for example, they would find your video if you put the appropriate keywords. So just think about that and really put as much of those keywords in your content so it's very clear what your video is about. Trend number 3 is in-house content. So what does it mean is that you're gonna see a lot more CEO, founder, owners of company showing up on social media, because there's no one better than the actual founder, owner, CEO of the company to speak about their businesses. And not only that, but you will see a lot more company training their employee and the staff to now create content for the company and to embody the company online. Because more than ever, people want transparency. They want to know who is behind the company, what do they stand for, what are their values, how are they working, how are they treating the employee. They want to see more. They want to be part of the journey. They want to see behind the curtain. So the best way to do that is to have the company speaking for themselves. Now, companies are going to go through a much more organic route and really trying to make content that is much more natural and less high production, and a lot more people within the company will be now, speaking up on social media and creating content. So it's not going to be always just going through an agency, but more about training your people to be able to show up online as well. So that's a very big one. So if you have a company, I'll definitely recommend you to open a business account, but also a personal account, because people are going to dig and will want to know who is behind the company. And if you have that beautiful personal branding on the side, it will really help your business in ways that you even can't imagine. The 4th one is creative bravery. So what does it mean? It means that instead of starting your story by saying, once upon a time, da-di-da-di-da, this happened and la-di-da-di-da, the end, that's a normal story structure, right? You're gonna see people creating story with a complete different structure. So maybe they're gonna start with the end of the story and then tell you, and this is how I got here. Or you're gonna see people starting from the middle, or you're gonna see a much more creative approach to storytelling, and that's going to be very interesting. And people that will win are obviously the ones that are going to be the most creative, because when you are able to intrigue people or telling them a story that keep them on their toes, changing the structure, it's very, very interesting. You will catch people's attention, you will keep them on the platform for longer, and so again, the algorithm will reward you. So think about how you can structure your stories differently. That's the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoy it. Don't forget to follow us on Trust the Content on Instagram for more tips. If you have any question, go in the comment below. And if you need some guidance and help with your social media channel, don't hesitate to reach out. We do one-on-one coaching all around the world, and we are here to help and support and guide you so you can have a healthy relationship with your social media and show up every single day in a healthy and consistent way.